Hi, kindergarten students, and welcome to our first day virtually. I thought I was going to get to see you guys again today, but unfortunately, we can't do that. And so I am going to do some read-alouds this week, and the first one that I'm going to do is called Over in Australia, because that is the country that we are looking at, actually continent, country, island, and all of the above. And there are really cool things in Australia. Now, if you have a globe or a map at home, I would encourage you and your parents to find Australia. It looks like it's at the very bottom of the world. And people often ask, why don't they fall off the earth? Because wouldn't they be walking upside down? But that's not true. We'll talk about that another time. But everything is reversed for them. So in winter, for us, they are having summer there. So on December the 25th, which is Christmas, if we are having our Christmas with possibly snow, they are having their Christmas and it's like probably the tropics. So we'll talk about more about things in Australia as we go on this week, but I want to get started with our book, Over in Australia. And I'll do some reading and then I'll hold up the pictures for you, but we're going to be looking at different animals in Australia. So let's begin. Over in Australia is by Marianne Burks, and the pictures are drawn by Jill Dubin. Over in Australia, in a swamp in the sun, lived a fierce crocodile and her little hatchling one. Snap, said the mother. I snap, said the one. So they snipped and they snapped in a swamp in the sun. So here are our crocodiles, the mama crocodile and the baby crocodile, and they snip and they snap. Over in Australia, looking like a kangaroo, lived a smaller wallaby and her little joeys too. Hop, said the mother. We hop, said the two. So they hopped, then they stopped, looking like a kangaroo. So there's our wallabies. They really do look like kangaroos. Notice there's two babies this time. Do you see a theme? I think we're doing some counting here. Over in Australia, in a eucalyptus tree, lived a cuddly gray koala and her little joeys 3. Munch, said the mother. We munch, said the 3. So they munched and they crunched in a eucalyptus tree. See if you can find all those babies in the tree and the mama. Over in Australia, where they swam to the shore, lived a sleek platypus and her platypups 4. Splash, said the mother. We splash, said the 4. So they splished and they splashed as they swam to the shore. Again, our numbers are getting higher. Make sure you find all 4 of them and the mama. If you haven't picked it up already, when we get to that second verse in the book where I say splash, said the mother, and they answer we splash, said the 4, maybe you could answer like the babies are answering. I wonder what our 5th bird is, or 5th animal is, and I just gave it away. Over in Australia, where the wildflowers thrive, lived a rainbow lorikeet and her little chicks 5. Tweet, said the mother. Okay, here you go. Here's your part. We tweet, said the 5. So they tweeted and they twatted where the wildflowers thrive. So there's all our birds. Hopefully you can see them. I'll kind of move the pictures back and forth a little bit. Hopefully you found all of them. Now we are on to another animal. Over in Australia, where the tall grasses mix, lived a short, stocky wombat and her little Joeys 6. So we see the Joeys are the babies for several animals. Here, dig is the word here. Dig, said the mother. We dig, said the 6. So they dug deep in dirt where the tall grasses mix. Okay, our numbers are getting very big now. Hopefully you can see those okay and find all 6 of the babies. So I'll start leaving it there a little bit longer just so that you can point at the screen and count them. And you can always pause the video. If I'm going too fast for you to count, just pause the video or ask your mom how to do that, and then you can count a little bit more easily. All right, on to our next one, number 7. Over in Australia, in a tree that reached to heaven, lived a Fury sugar glider. That's a mouthful. And her little Joeys 7. Lap, said the mother. We lap, said the 7. So they lapped on the sap in a tree that reached to heaven. So hopefully we can see all of those animals. Let me see if I can get it positioned just right. And now you count and see if you can find them all. And I apologize if they're hard to see. Hopefully you found all 7 of them. Over in Australia, where she bowed to her mate, lived a tall, friendly Brolga, and her little chicks 8. This is a pretty cool looking bird. Dance, said the mother. We dance, said the 8. So they danced and they pranced as she bowed to her mate. See if you can see them all. I'll move the pictures a little bit one way, and then I'll move the pictures a little bit the other way. Back to the middle, see if you can find all of them. Again, if I move too fast, hit pause, and you can count that way. I'll move it up a little, down a little. Okay. Over in Australia, in a sandy place to dine, lived a hungry, long-eared bilby, and her little Joeys 9. Slurp, said the mother. We slurp, said the 9. So they slurped and they burped in a sandy place to dine. Oh, these are kind of cool looking. So let me start this way. See if I can get it a little straighter. I'll move it this way, more toward the middle, and then back that way so that you could catch all the babies there. Maybe that's a little bit better. Can you see them all and count them all? Over in Australia, acting like a mother hen, lived a huge father emu and his little chicks 10. Now maybe you've seen some emus at petting zoos and zoos here in the United States. They're pretty cool, aren't they? Zig, said the father. We zig, said the 10. So they zigged and they zagged with their father. Mother hen. Maybe the father takes care of the emus. So let me move it this way and up a little bit. Hopefully you can see them all. See if you can count, because there should be 10 baby emus. Again, pause the video if you need a break. All around Australia, where most species are unique, while the parents all are resting, their kids play hide and seek. Find us, say the children. From 10 to 1, when you find all the children, this rhyme isn't done. Go back and start over and spy with your eyes to find a hidden creature. Every page has a surprise. And here is a picture of Australia. See if I can get it there in the center. Hopefully you can see the picture. Now they mentioned that in this book, on each page, there are some surprise animals that are hiding in there. And I'm kind of, oh, I see one. And so what I'm going to do is I am going to take a picture of each of these pages, and I will put it into a slideshow so that you and your mom, your family, can take a look and see if you can find the surprise animals that are in there. You can also recount on this book. But I wanted to see you in person today, so that's why I read the book aloud to you. So when you have a minute, it'll probably be Monday afternoon that I can post that PowerPoint with the slides on it, and then you can play the game of I Spy and see if you can find the animals that snuck into the pictures who weren't supposed to be there. So look for that. Also, you are going to get a little booklet like we had last week. And last week's, I hope you remember, was Ireland, and we talked about St. Patrick. This week's is Australia. So ask your moms to print that out. I will be posting it this morning. It's Monday morning. And again, I really miss you guys, and I had some really cool stuff. Next week, we're going to make a musical instrument that you would see in Australia, or at least you saw long ago. They still play it today. And we're going to do some other fun things with Australia. And we'll move on to New Zealand next week, which is another one of those places that seems like it's on the other side of the world, or underneath the world, sort of. So anyway, look for my little activity later with pictures, and I will be reading books every day this week. So look for them on YouTube, or look for them on the kindergarten Sycamore page to tell your mom. And I will see you soon. Bye.